Hello, my name's Lorenzo. I, at the moment, really don't have a team. Like, I've been invited to one from a friend, but really, I'm just kind of free. Honestly, I think since the very beginning when it came to English. So, like, um, my journey of how I started playing and getting into Vanguard is funny. I was looking up Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo openings, and out of nowhere, the first episode came up on my YouTube searches. This was back when, like, you watch anime at like 360p. You had to watch it in parts, and I was like, you know what, this looks cool. And then from there, I got really into it more than I did with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Alright, well, this kind of answers the question already, but what brought you to the game? What's your Vanguard story? But
I mean, like I just said, I was looking up Zexo openings. I was looking up it just got into Zexo 2, I think it's what it was, and I was looking up the new opening. I found the first episode, I started watching it, and I think the scene that really sold it to me was like when Aichi went to go buy more packs after beating Kai, and then they were like, "You don't have." I don't know. It was after beating Kai and after losing to and like right when Comedy gets introduced, and he's like, "You need a grade 3. Your deck doesn't have a single grade 3," and he pulls the one grade 3 for his deck that actually helps him. I was like, "Wait, this is actually cool." Like they're buying packs and upgrading their decks is what they pull, and like high school freshman me was like, "This is so cool. This is like me." My very first deck was the Garmore Limit Break deck. God, that deck was not great, but it was so much fun, and getting to play it, like, it made me fall in love with the game because it was just, Limit Break was a cool mechanic. It was where you just, it was a comeback mechanic, and it felt very fun and like unique to the game. Favorite clan is probably Gold Paladin, and it stood out to me the most because that was the clan I first started playing. It's where I got my starter deck, and I really enjoyed the kind of like rambling and luck checking top 3 I love the way that it evolved into G when we got strides, where it wasn't to set itself away from like Royal Paladin where it just specifically superior called. It was a check top 3, check top 5, kind of felt like a gotcha game. And it felt fun when you got like the perfect line to like keep going into like an extra bunch of attacks. And then for favorite nation, I don't really have one. I kind of play every nation, but if I had to pick one, I think I like Stoic Cade's aesthetic more. I really like Pretty Flowers. I just love the aesthetic the most, like the colors, vibes, just the kind of toolboxy nature you can do with the nation. So for premium, I would say I think my favorite deck is Gurgwit. Like it's a deck that can kind of do a little bit of everything. It can attack a lot. It can be very defensive. It can just kind of like you test your luck a lot with the deck. For V, surprise, Gurgwit. I have a favorite unit outside of standard right now, which is Gurgwit. He's one of my favorite units. I think that was when like I first started learning how to be a little bit more competitive with Vanguard. So when I first started playing during G, I built Gurgwit, and the deck was really bad with its first set of wave. And then when we got Unite, it made me fall in love with the deck more. For Standard, I think my favorite deck at the moment is a 3-way tie between Leonorn, Leo Odium, and Leo Amorta / Draconis. So many LIs. I know. Like, I confuse myself every time I mention them. Both of Hikari and Erika. The Akina's sisters is weird to say because like it's the same person, but now they're two. I like Hikari, like Hikari's story arc in I think which is it like Destined Showdown, where she wanted to fix quote air quotation sin, which is something she really couldn't control. And I think a lot of us can relate. Like, if we can go back in time and fix a mistake because we see how it affects others, we would do it. Erica was more of a, she lost something really important and precious to her, aka the main character, Akina. And when she wanted to go back in time, she did not think ahead to what would happen to her timeline or to her. All she cared about was saving another version of herself by letting her get to have the privilege of growing up with her big brother that she couldn't have. I really enjoy aggressive decks that after they're done being aggressive, they can fall back to defense. I think that's why I like Leonorn a lot. I can enjoy Odium a lot. I can enjoy Amorta and Draconis. Even Buff Saga is like one of my favorite decks when it first came out because it was, you blow up the field, you make her very big, and then you still have her shield to fall back on with extra defense. And when they upgraded her more, you can build her to be whatever you want. She kind of just a big toolbox with her own support. She builds boards quickly. She, everyone knows she makes big numbers. She draws too much. She did a little bit of everything when she got her new form. Zorga. I love that deck, and when I first saw it, it was really something I wanted to play. And then we got this new form, and I enjoyed it a lot. Then there was the mask form, and I really wanted to keep utilizing it, and I just could not. I guess I could understand like the setting up your orders, doing alchemy magic, and then we got faded one of Zorga, and it just kept looking like this is gonna be too much to learn at once. Luckily, I guess Brandgate Zorga is probably like the most middle ground, so I'm really excited for when that comes out for Zorga Phantom. I actually enjoy both. I think I love being able to like just sit back, play some of my favorite pet decks that I can't really take to like regional or stuff and compete well with, because it's just fun to just play a deck that you just never feel comfortable taking. But I also enjoy competitive decks or competitive scenes and playing more competitive just because it lets me get to push myself and like try to see how well I can do. I think for me, the card that I just kind of I think fondly of is Rosarian Fairy with Leonor. Just a card that like gives the deck a really dumb turn two. It's a fun card. You want me to make a creative card?
Yeah.
I would do everything in my power to give Odium a card. So if you miss Regress Gauge, you can still gauge something. Because I'm tired of always seeing one Regress Gauge, and I do the right line. I'm like, do I want to put it in the Regress Gauge, draw 2, draw 3, but then potentially not have it? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of thinking that. Just give me another card where it can just go to Regress Gauge. You gave one for Amorta where she can bind it, where it can bind itself and draw one. Why can't you give me one that just binds itself? And all you have to do is just make it if you have 3 or less. Just so that way you can't be like, well, what if it enables you to do the bind skill turn 1 or first grade 3 ride? No, just make it where it says if your Regress Gauge is 3 or less, you can put it in there and give something power or draw 1. That's all it needs to keep it fair and balanced. So I just found my local scene like about a year ago. So before then, I just kept buying a box of every set. And I think my favorite memory was when set 4 came out. I was trying to build and upgrade Bob, and I bought like 3 boxes. In my very first box, and also it was one of my, it's where probably my best luck was I pulled the DSR Mahar Nirvana. First box was a SP grade 4 Magnolia with Seraph Snow Pure Light back when they were like $40 a pop. My very first box of set 4, and I just went, I know what deck I guess I have to build. I think it's the moment where I was playing a friend. I was playing Artisaria, and I whiffed Persona. I whiffed like everything the deck wants, and he just no guards my swing, and I'm like, all right, I am going. I have no reason to win. If I don't kill this turn, I'm dead. Drive check was double crit. He was at 3. Artisari had a crit +1, so it was 4 crits, and I just laughed. I went, huh, I didn't deserve this. We were goofing off too. We were even playing like the OSTs. He was playing Nirvana. So we played the songs from the anime, and then like I was like, I don't deserve this win. This deck hates me. Every time I played, I whiff something or I don't get anything. I've gone to 2 regionals in my entire life for this game because, again, like I said, for the longest time, I just couldn't find a local scene. So it was more of me building decks with my friends, my girlfriend, and we would play with each other. So the year prior, I went to BCS Houston, where it was hosted at Game Guys. I played Leonor there, and I ended X3, but I was a little upset, salty. So I was like, next year I'll do better. And the very next year I made top 32. And I ended the main tournament at top 13. And when we went to top 32, I lost the first round because Vase Ruger is Vase Ruger, and it got to hit everything it needed. And I ended top 32 at 22nd place. The deck I was playing for both was like Leonor for the year prior to that one, and then Virgilla last year when I got top 32. And I didn't even realize what energy generator we were playing for until somebody said it was the Hikari energy generator. So as soon as I heard it, it was like I had to lock in. And I only lost one time that entire tournament. And I remember the loss. I lost to a really weird Varga list. Like he rolled grade 3 immediately and then just divine skill and killed me. And I went, what? Wait, you didn't even need Raksha? Wait, huh? I died so quickly, and it was just really upsetting. But yeah, I was really happy and proud that I got that generator that day. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite generators. I will admit, it's so weird that they made it gold and didn't change the stamp to not be gold, because it just doesn't. You can't tell. It's like the special hot stamp for a regional. So I have friends that are playing Hololive, and since Hololive is run by Bushiroad, I'm like, well, I now have at least a group of people that'll probably go to BCSs more in Texas, even if they're not playing Vanguard. But I do plan on hopefully going for Summerfest and this upcoming BCS. The deck I'll be playing is up in an air because set 13 will be released by then, I think, and then we might even have set 14. I think it was like June. I don't know about that. Then there's a lot of sets coming out. There's a lot of product coming out by then. If anything, the one deck I might take is I might fall back into Bav. It's just a fun deck. It's not crazy. Odium, I want to wait because without spoiling too much, she got something fun. And then that, or I might just play something from set 13, like the Stoicheia ride line looks really fun, or everyone's favorite new idol, Cat Girl Magnolia, also looks really fun. Or if everyone it just depends on what we see. Also look at a lot of results. I think I enjoy the fact that we're a very much more open community because a lot of us can relate to our units, like our favorite Vanguard units, and we're made to feel more like, connected to the card. So if you see a lot of people, it's a definitely more open and inviting space, I feel. The one thing I wish we could do better is, guys, our game does have a lot of luck to it. So like, if you get unlucky, it happens. We've all been unlucky. So it's just nice if we just, chill out a little bit more if we get unlucky. One day you'll be the guy crit doing crit OT on Dragon Empire with Drag Beta, swinging back with your Vanguard with 4 crits and 100 million. Bushiro, please treat us English players nice. We are on your feet begging. Treat us nice like you treat the Japanese players. Why did it take us a year to get Youthquake manga promos? Please. I don't ask for much, but treat us at least the same as your Japanese players.
He has a point, Bushiro. He has a point.
I don't really have like crazy social preference or anything. I guess the only thing I would say is I love all of y'all.
We're doing it together.
There. I think what I enjoy the game the most is that a lot of card games have like a lot of effects that activate on your opponent's turn. And I do miss that in Premium with G-Guarding and all that, but I do think I enjoy the fact that the game is very much back and forth. Some decks do win harder than others, but I feel like when both players are playing at an equal level, you get to enjoy that back and forth that a lot of people enjoy in card games.